right, as soon as it takes off, we'll take off. Okay, there it is. Let's go. We got a few people waiting to get in. Give me a second. All right. I don't know if you can hear this text. There's folks trying to get in, so give me a second, please. Okay, so here we go. I want to thank all of you for waiting. I know it's been a very long day. It's been the same with me, no doubt. I wanted to jump on anyway, even though things happen for a reason. Of course, we were supposed to be on 2 hours ago. But again, when things happen out of your control, you can only do what you can do. Okay. There's some foolishness at the job. I had to take care of it before I left. The grill broke, and pretty much 3 gallons of grease was on the floor. That was at 8:30. Not making excuses. I just need everyone to know that life is not a schedule. Okay. We make schedules. We try to keep them. We try to, set things to it. But life doesn't pay attention to a schedule, especially when you're living it. Even folks that aren't, things come up. Again, I want to apologize for the late, but again, life is. So I'm still going to jump on the call. As you can see, I've asked all of you to come to the call at this late hour, and I appreciate it. It is not in vain. Okay, there's a bunch of updates, a bunch of them. Number one, someone being smart, I don't know who it is or why it is, or it could not be that, but I think it is, just because someone bought a promisedelivered.com. Okay. When I went to go get it, it was already taken. And then the little box comes up. Well, you can use a specialist with GoDaddy to go talk to the person to see if they will relinquish it and sell it. So that was $69. Spent the $69 to get a promisedelivered.com. 2 days later, $3,500 is what they want for a promise delivered. So that's how I know it's someone who has been listening to us. They went in there and bought it and knew I would need it and that I would pay whatever to get it. Well, the joke's on you if that's the case, but I'm not going to jump the gun and say that's what it is. I'm just going to say that I had to make a change. And that change is 2 A's in front of a promise delivered. So it's aapromisedelivered.com. 2 A's. Still got it. Just a slight alter. And then I bought up all the rest of it. .net, .org, and all that. So AA promise delivered. 2 A's out front. The rest of it is the same. Promised delivered. Okay? Now, that's taken care of. The funds that everyone has been sending, you can cease sending donations. Cease sending any more funds unless it is a $25 admin fee for your position. Okay, those can come in, that goes to the company. So was this to help with the website domain and all that. That's done. It's taken care of, and I appreciate all the help that was sent in. That can stop. Okay? No need to send anything else. Second update. So I'm going to say that first. Maybe 6 days left. You should see the email to join, and that would be the 75 people. All right, 75 people will see the email. Now I'm going to go over that during this call so that I won't get any more emails or texts or fireheads. Someone sent a text with the little guy that got his head on fire, I guess mad or whatever. I'm going to say this to everybody that may be listening on the live call and those who may listen to the recording on YouTube. If you have a problem, if there's an issue that you seem to feel that it's necessary to go there with the crazy emojis and all that, I don't really pay attention to that. I don't. But I'm just going to voice it so that you have the right information moving forward. If there's a problem, call me. My phone number is everywhere. But sending text like that, all that's going to do is get you blocked. Okay? When I tell you blocked, that means blocked. I am trying my very best here. I really am. As you know, when you don't have any employment and you have a house note, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. I'm not sure if you understand the amount of pressure that alone creates. And then on top of that, trying to get everything squared away so that you have a platform that you can call home. And beyond that, as you already know, like you, trying to stay healthy. What good is it if I'm so stressed out that when we do launch, I won't even know my own name. All you guys have to do at this point is to relax and hold on for me to finish it. We're really close, and it seems like the closer we're getting, the more anger is coming out. What are you so angry about? Because it's taken a long time? I can't change that. All I can do is go day to day. And as soon as it's done, it's done. I would say 6 days. Then what? Okay? I want to see what's going to happen when I launch it. How many questions you're going to have then? I want to see how many people are able to withdraw the things that they've been waiting on and sending texts and all this and angry conversations and backroom talks. You think I don't get that information? Do you really think when you talk, I don't hear it? I hear what you're saying. All I can do is pray for you. But I'm going to continue doing what I have to do and what I'm supposed to do to get this launched. And when it's launched, I'm going to sit back and watch. While you're rushing me to launch it, how ready are you for it when it's launched? Will you be able to withdraw? Are you going to be able to sign the documents? Do you know what you're doing? Because you know what's going to happen when I launch, right? I'm going to disappear. You didn't know that, did you? So be careful what you ask for and be careful what you say because information circulates. There are people on this call that love me dearly as I love all of you. But when you go places talking, there are ears listening to you. And trust me, it comes straight back to me. Everybody thinks the internet's so big. It really isn't. It really isn't. And there's people that know people that know people that know you, that you don't even know it. That got put in my face about a year ago. Someone said, well, I heard you say my name. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You were such and such and such and such and said, me. And when I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, I was like, oh, I did. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. So let's go on with the updates. Next update is, like I said, everything in the back office is live except for 2 levels, 11 and 12. They are the top 2 products. Okay. There's enough space for me to launch, and 11 and 12 may say coming soon, but it'll still do what it's supposed to do. I have not figured out yet what to put on those 2 levels. All right. So if we go ahead and launch and those 2 are not complete yet, it will say coming soon. But the rest of the things, Amazon, Walmart, all that stuff will be there. You can still shop on those levels, do what you need to do on those levels, but the house product may or may not be there. Okay? I know you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you in advance, when you get there and you see coming soon, I don't want to be on a call. Well, why is it saying coming soon? What is it? I don't know yet. Okay. I don't know yet. I'm pushing towards number 12 being a car something dealing with a vehicle. Not sure yet how to stick it in there. 11 is almost as bad, but I have to lean towards something better than vehicles. 12 more than likely will wind up being something about a vehicle, just to help those who either need another car, need a car, or need to fix the one they got. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. So the rest of the website, the rest of the information is already in there. It's in there. It looks great. You will have to read. Read? Why do we have to read? Yes, there will be a couple of places where you'll have to read something. All right. And I'll know if you read it or not, because it's going to ask you to do something. And if you are not doing that, it's because you didn't read it. And you will be missing out on something. I can't say too much. Because just like I said a minute ago, you get to running your mouth too much, everybody knows what you're doing. The next update, as far as, let me explain the 75. The 75 people are going to be invited in. And like I said, when I first started talking about this, you have got to be patient. What that means is you will be in a live website. It will be live. You will see what's going on. You'll be able to see what's coming at you. You'll be able to see what's happening. You'll see the emails coming to you. Answer them. Now, when it comes to the part where it says you can withdraw such and such or such and such, when you try to withdraw, it's going to say, eh. That part is not accessible. Do not call me, text me, or get on this call and say, I could not withdraw. You won't be able to withdraw. Is that clear? I want to make sure that it is crystal clear. Because if I get a text or a phone call asking why I can't withdraw, I'm just going to simply pull you from the system and delete your information and refund you. I am not playing. Okay? I need everyone, the first 75, to be patient. Yes, you will see it. Yes, it belongs to you, but you will not be able to pull it until I know for a fact that the system is running correctly. Because there's close to 300 people waiting. Now, once I see the 75 in and I see that everything is clocking like it's supposed to, I will be watching it. The programmer's going to watch it, and there's another guy that does the development of how things intermesh. Remember, there's two payment processors. Two. One is cash, 1 through 4, and the other one is crypto, 5 through 12. There's two payment processors. I have to make sure both of these are doing what they're supposed to do. The first one takes off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second one picks up, and takes over. The first one stops, gets out of the way, and then it continues in a different payment system, 5, 6, 7, and so on. That's what I have to see, where the cash one falls off and the crypto takes over for everybody that goes in there. That's why I needed 75, not the, I think I said, what, 50? Whatever it was. It wasn't enough. 75 is more than enough for me to see it. Okay? Now, once the 75 goes through, I'm comfortable, the programmer's comfortable, and the developer, the one that keeps everything going, is comfortable in seeing that it's working like it's supposed to, the way it was designed, the way it was set up. Then I will send an email, please pay attention, to all the rest of the greens. That's the people that have been sending in the $25 admin fee. Okay? The email will go out to the rest of the green people on the spreadsheet. Once the last person in the green category has signed up and is in the system, I will open the website. The rest of the people on the spreadsheet will get an invite email. The door's open. Come on in. Whenever you're ready. Since you wanted to wait until the doors got open, then you're going to come in with everybody else. And trust what I'm telling you, there's a couple of groups that are not going to play. Now, you can be in front of them or behind them. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Not telling you what to do. Make your own decision. You've had plenty of time. Now, let's talk about those 36 people that joined with me with Team Royal. Clarity. Tonight is going to be about understanding where we are, what's requested of you. There's only 36 people that came into Team Royal with me. This conversation is for you and you only. If you are not one of those that joined Team Royal, don't ask, what am I supposed to do? This is for 36 people, and they're probably not even on the call. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is this. Those 36 people that came into Team Royal, some of you could not afford the maintenance of it because there is a monthly obligation to it. And I understand. Some of us couldn't hang and you put it off to the side. You turned it off, which is fine. I said long ago, if it's unaffordable, pause it. You can, that's the only company I've ever seen that allow you to pause a monthly subscription. But they allowed it. And then some people paused so long, they got out. But because of my communication with the owners, you have the option to just simply make a phone call and say, I'd like to reactivate my position. You only have to make a phone call and say, I want to reactivate my position. That's all you have to do. And they'll say, okay, Mr. or Mrs., it's going to cost this or that. All you have to do is send the funds over. It reactivates the position. Please understand something that I'm going to say in just a moment. And it's very important that you understand this. And I'm not forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to do. For those 36 people, you're going to have anywhere from 600 to 1,000 people behind you. And if you know anything about the Team Royal compensation plan, you are probably in the absolute best position you could ever be in a program because of what I'm going to do and what a promise delivered is going to do. Remember, if you don't activate it, I can't force you. That's your loss. But I'm only going to say this once. Think about it. And that's it. Now, let's talk about how that works. And I need everyone to really pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Step 1, 2, 3 is cash. In order to reactivate Team Royal, you have to pay cash. It might be $150. That's all you may have to pay. You pay the $150, you're back activated. When you get to step 4, this is where I need you to turn your ear plugs on. When you get to step 4, if you are one of those 36 people, step 4 is going to put you in Team Royal again. So you have 2 positions. Now, the first position, you won't see any of the bonuses that was, available to you because there wasn't enough people to actually join Team Royal. Even though looking behind me, that's what Team Royal put in my life. But nobody really understood. Out of all the stuff you have joined over the years, has any of them put you in a house? None that I've joined, and like I know, we joined everything under the sun. Team Royal's the only one that put a house under my 2 cheeks. It taught me how to work with money. It showed me the capabilities of how, if you place money properly, it'll make money for you. It taught me how to fix my credit. It taught me how to take care of the bills, which I was already doing because I explained to you guys accounts and sub-accounts. Banks don't even do that no more. Can you believe that? So those 36 people, you already have a position. When you get to step 4, you're going to get another one. And when you get that second position, because there's so many people coming in, you're going to hit all the commission bonuses, all of them, as you go forward. Now remember, 2 positions will be moving down that scale. And we've talked about this already. I'm just going to pick one number, $400 a day. Now let me just pause a minute and say that again. $400 a day. Now, the little job I had up there at the first restaurant, $356 was the best I could do. And then they took taxes out of that. Okay? That's working all week. Team Roy is going to give you $400 a day, not a week, every day. Now, you just heard me say you're going to have 2 positions. So that means you could actually double that number. Now you're doing $800 a day. Every day. It is not like a job where you get, 5 days, 40 hours, and you get a little check, and we're talking $800 a day. Somebody knock on something. $800 a day. You know how fast that's going to happen? Before we get through the spreadsheet, that's what you'd be looking at. Now, mind you, there are two people that have their own groups that do their own thing. They're 3,000 people strong. How many of that 3,000 people do you think want $800 a day? Every last one of them. So this is what I'm talking about. You really don't understand how much work has gone into what this is. A lot of work has gone into, a lot of money spent, wasted. I'm going to tell the truth, wasted. And here we are within 6 days of it or so, and we're sending text with a firehead on it. Keep playing. That's all I got to say. Now, for everybody else, outside of the 36 people, I'm getting ready to blow your mind. Because you're not one of those 36 people, and we start this journey, you get to get 2 positions in Team Royal and get all of the bonus commissions attached to it. You're talking close to $3,500 twice. That's a quick $7K and not even thinking about it, not even doing anything besides following instructions. Now, there's a lot more numbers. There's a lot more levels. I'm not going to go through that. You've seen it. As a matter of fact, probably by the middle of the week, there's a couple of videos that are going to be removed because it's in there. And I'm going to change it and just put numbers up of what you can acquire, but no branding. The branding has to come down. So don't be surprised if you see a couple of the videos that are on the channel disappear. That's why. Because it's going to be Team Royal only. When you join it, then you will see who it is. All right? So that's going to be taken care of. Next update, the whole premise of helping out is no longer needed. Thank the Creator with me. I got back in the job that I lost because of my health. My numbers, and I need you guys who are borderline, who are unaware, who are suffering, you don't have to suffer with diabetes. Mine, thank God, is corrected as of today. I'm running numbers of a normal blood level, 89, 111. That's it. It hasn't gone any higher than that in the past week. So I took my job back because sometimes you have to stop what you're doing. That's why I said no more donations. I'm back. I'm going to get caught up and I'm going to run forward. All right. So everyone who has sent donations and help and this and that, domain and all the other help that has come through. There's a lot of help that came my way. That's why I know, and you know, when I say blessed and highly favored, I mean it. Text, when you start feeling bad or, start saying, oh, well, why am I doing this? It's not going to go any further than this because this is all it's been. All of a sudden, somebody will text something to make me go, it is worth it. It is something that I'm supposed to do, and it will be done. We're supposed to be blessed and highly favored and abundant. That's what these two systems are going to do. I can't wait to launch it. I can't wait to launch it. Last update. The last update that I have for everyone, if you are not getting the emails, oh my God, these emails, y'all, if you're not getting the emails, two things have happened. Number one, if you click on, when I send that thing out with vertical response, at the very bottom of the email, it's at the bottom where the address, my old address and stuff is. If you by mistake, I'm not saying that you did it on purpose. Let me finish what I'm getting ready to say because I know, well, I didn't do that. If you click that bottom area anywhere, even if you just bump the whatever, you might tap the laptop. If you touch that, it'll click. If it's anywhere in that bottom section of that email, it will unsubscribe you from vertical response. It'll unsubscribe you. There's nothing I can do about that. Once you unsubscribe from vertical response, I cannot email that address ever again. I can put it in and put it in and put it in and put it in. But the way their system works, because of the spam thing, that's a law. You can get sued for sending stuff to people that don't want it. Once you click unsubscribe, that software will not ever email that address again. In that case, I would need a brand new email so that you can get the information. So Thursday, I'm going to send a test email. And this is just to see if you're receiving the email. It's going to say test. If you got the email, you're good to go. If you don't get the email, you need to get in touch with me on the next call. Now, while we're talking about emails, let's just say you're getting the emails, but you want to change the email that you're going to go into a promise delivered with. Don't do anything. Just get the email on the one that you're getting it on. Since you're getting it on that one, get your invite. And when you sign up for a promise delivered, then you put in the new email address. Okay? But trying to send me an email address now when everything is plugged in, you're on a spreadsheet, you're not on a spreadsheet, you're over here, you're over there, you want me to change it. I definitely won't have that opportunity. I'm working 2 jobs now. One in the morning, I leave it and go to the second one. I have to do that to get caught up. I have borrowed money from a lot of people. I'm going to pay it back, whether you want it or not. Oh, no, man or woman. I need to go into a promise delivered calm, collected, unstressed. So I'm going to work these 2 jobs just for a little while. Okay? The last thing that I ever want to see again, I learned a lot since September, is to see bills come in that you can't do a thing about, but look at them. And then get the phone calls. Are you going to pay us? Yeah. When? When I get it? Well, when is that? That's what 2 of these people actually asked me. No one should have to live like that, being harassed for your money. But when you don't have the income, that's how it is. And that's not the way we're supposed to live. With God's care and direction, within a week or 2, that will never be a statement out of any of your mouths for the rest of your life. Unless you mess up. Or if you leave here. I'd like for y'all to stick around. We're about to have some fun. Now, last thing, and I'm going to let y'all get some sleep. It's 11:30. The last thing I want to touch on is readiness. Now, you can pound me all you want. When's it going to launch? When is it going to launch? When? But if you ain't ready for it, don't call me. Don't do it. If you don't have your wallets set up, you've had 9 months, 7 months to get the wallet set up. If you don't have your bank at least picked out, you may not have it yet. You can get that step 1, 2, and 3. Get a bank, $79. Learn how to use it. That's all you have to do. A wallet or 2 that has debit card capability, or you can just go get a crypto debit card. That's all it is. It's not a wallet, but you can put crypto on it and go to the store. That's all it is. It's a crypto debit card. I'd get a couple of those. They're free. They're free. Get 1 or 2 so you can go pay your bills, so you can shop, you can get something to eat. Because believe it or not, a lot of people don't believe this, and I've said it many times. That bank down the street, keep your eyes on it. That's all I'm going to say. Because apparently, I make people nervous. And I apologize. But I've always been told to tell the truth. See, we're so used to people that lie to us right in your face that when the truth comes up, it scares you. But you go join the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts. See what they teach that young man or that little girl. Be prepared for anything. I'll leave it right there. I don't want to make nobody else nervous. If loving you makes you nervous, you got a problem. You're going to stay nervous. I can't help but to love people. You watch when this thing launches. That's pure love. You don't have to go do nothing. You don't have to stand on your feet for 15, 16 hours. You don't have to drive in no traffic to get to there. You don't have to shove lunch down your face in 15 minutes and get back to doing whatever. You don't even have to get out of bed if you don't want to. But I can assure you one thing. Something's coming to you every day with a promise delivered and Team Royal. What you do with it is up to you. But I want you prepared for everything. Do your best. Do your best. Do your best. Start studying. I'm not going to say any more because I don't want you nervous. Give me a few more days, okay? When I pull that switch, I'm going to disappear. I'm telling you in advance. Some of you already know that I'm going to call you. Some of you, I have to get on the train to come see you. Don't think I'm going to fly just yet, but I will get on that train. But I have to disappear for a minute. Okay? Last thing, when they flip the switch and we start talking about these different currencies, that's where your bank is going to come in to play. So whatever bank it is you're going to get, and I do mean get. I was just watching a gnat walk across there. He was moving 1,000,000 miles a second. Anyway, when you get it, please understand how to use it, how to send to it, how to pull from it. Understand your wallets. Whatever, wallet you plan on getting, or whatever one you're going to use, should be more than one if you can. But if not, I understand. Get what you need to get. Check the limits on it. All of them have usage limits. Very difficult to get around that. At least for now. We don't know what's coming. It may be unlimited. But for the most part, these wallets that we have now, WireX's and everybody else, X's and .coms, whatever, look at the card. Look the card up on YouTube and find out the spend limits, the load limits. Find out the limits on your card and know these limits. Don't just look them up just to see what the card can do. Print it out so you know what you can do with that card. You may have to have a couple of cards. That's why I said start off with one or two and work your way up until we run into a card that is unlimited. Right now, I haven't seen it. There's some big ones out there, but you have to have some big money in there too. I think it's crypto.com has several different levels of cards, but they also want a large piece of money in there too. But whatever card you have, whatever wallet, let me say it correctly, whatever wallet you have, go look at its limits. Print it out. Get used to those numbers. Now, something I want to talk about real quick on these banks. This one, not the ones outside, this one. Each of those things has the capability of additional wallets in it, inside of it. It's like going to the amusement park, right? The one around me is Six Flags. When you say Six Flags to some people, the younger generation, they know exactly what you're talking about almost instantly. That's what the rides are. That's what we have to be with these things. If I say Trezor Safe 3, you should already know which one I'm talking about. And you should have some kind of idea that you could have multiple wallets or sections inside of that amusement park. Just like when you go to Six Flags, you know there's a roller coaster over here, there's a roller coaster down that way, there's one down there by the Coney Island dogs, there's one over by the pool, right? Ask a kid what's inside of that park. They'll tell you everything that's in there. But it's inside of a park. So look at this as the park. This is the park. There's many rides inside the park. The wallet is the same way. Remember me talking about the bank account and sub accounts? Well, now we're talking about the wallet and many wallets within it. Where's my little prop? This is the WireX card, okay? Or wallet. When you go on to the internet and log into your wallet, or if you do it on the phone, you log into that wallet. Once you're inside of the park, you can say, now I want a wallet for the roller coasters. How many roller coasters are in the park? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now you can have 4 wallets within this park. Look at this as a park. And you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 wallets inside of the park. And some of them go way high as to how many roller coasters you can have inside of there. I need you to look that up. Whatever wallet you have, go onto YouTube and say, how many wallets can I put on this wallet? How many extra wallets can I create inside of this park? Okay, this is a park. And you can have many roller coasters inside of that park. That is what I meant about sub accounts within a wallet. You can have many wallets inside of here. All right? All you have to do is create them, put the name to them, done. You can do that as many times as you want. Or when you look it up on YouTube, you will know that you can only put 75 wallets inside of this park wallet. Okay? You can only have 19 wallets inside of the bank or extensions of the bank. Remember, the bank is the park. You can have multiple wallets or banks within the bank. That's why I said you don't have to have a bunch of these things. One will hold a whole lot. That's why they tell you, do not, by any means, lose your seed phrase. Because if you load this thing up with 19 different banks and you got $500,000 in 19 different banks inside of your bank and forget the seed phrase, guess what? All that money's gone. Or crypto, whatever you want to call it. It's gone. You have to have the seed phrase to these things, okay? That's the keys back into it. You just get a new bank, and as long as you have the seed phrase, when you put it on this new bank, all the 19 other banks come with it. See how that works? But you have to have your information. This is what I'm talking about. Are you ready? Really? If I launched right now, what would you do? Okay? So that's where I would like to say to everyone, we're almost done. I know you keep hearing that, but it's out of my hands. If I could program, we'd have been had it. If I could web develop, we'd have been had it. I can't do that. I mean, I'm not taught to do it. I could do it if I went and learn, but that's not my forte at the moment. There are people doing it. I cannot control other people. All I can do is pay them. Now, if you want a souffle, a stack of pancakes, a turkey, some candy yams, I got you. I can do that all day long. Make you hurt yourself at that table. But if you ask me to web develop or create website, that stuff, I have to pay someone. Okay? Be patient. We're almost done. Any questions?
Yeah, Muntavo. How you doing? Alan here.
Blessed and highly favored.
Same here. Um, you you said the people who weren't part of the 36, you were gonna blow their minds. Believe me, I'm part of the 36, and you blew my mind before you got past that. You mentioned $400 a day. You were saying that that's gonna happen on the first four steps.
No,
For those, oh,
no,
okay.
no.
I
I'm saying
wasn't
you will get to a level of position where that will be the pay in Team Royal.
okay.
I was just using
Somewhere.
for an example.
Oh, okay. All right. Um, what you said is true. I've had someone call me and said, Alan, when Muntavo launches, are you gonna, do a chat in your group and go over all of the steps and all the documents and how it works? And I came flat out and said, no, this is not my program. This is Muntavo Lewis' program. I didn't set this up. I said, I'm gonna get an ID just like you, and I'm gonna have to go in that back office and I'm gonna have to read everything, fill out those forms, go through all of the steps and learn it. He said, and you said you've already done detailed videos of you going through the steps and filling out the documents in the back office.
So I am.
So I said to them, why do you want me to come on my Telegram channel and go over the steps when you can look at him and see the videos of him actually doing everything? You can stop it and go back and you miss anything. I said, you're going to get a better education and learn how to do it by doing exactly what this man has been telling you for weeks and months to do. Go over it, read it, don't skip anything because he's leaving.
Yes, I am. Trust me.
And they finally said, oh, but like you said, people just don't want to read and they want you to do it for them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And I'm not going to do it because you've already given more than enough, or you will give more than enough information for them to get it done.
Absolutely.
But like you said, you're gonna wait and see what they're gonna do. But I mean, I am literally blown away. You're saying 6 days, and this thing is gonna launch, and the people that's coming in, uh, I'll cut it in half. $200 a day would be wonderful for me. Starting out, let alone the 15,000 you're talking about. Ultimately and eventually, that's gonna come. So, I feel like a pauper that overnight is going to sit on the throne. I feel like Joseph in the Bible, his brother sold him off into slavery, went into prison, and overnight the Pharaoh brings him out and makes him second ruler in Egypt. I feel like that's what all of us are in. So as I was saying on a conversation with my admins we had a little while, a few days ago, I said, this man is truly a gift from God to
We
his
all are.
creation.
We
Yeah,
all are.
but I know, but I mean for how he's using you, for what you're doing for us and the other people. See, we're all a gift from God, but all of us have our unique gifts that God is using us to bless people. So I was just telling them the uniqueness of yours and what you're doing, the discipline you have and the patience you have. I'm sure a lot of that came from your military experience. Uh, yeah, I'm sure as well as other aspects of life. But I just want to say, and from all of us, we truly do appreciate what you're doing and your stick to itiveness over the years, seeing all the obstacles that you have overcome and the hand of the enemy that's tried to destroy you. Uh, I thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question.
Well, go ahead.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm one of the 36 in Team Roll. In fact, I'm direct to you. What I need to know is when should I activate my position, reactivate? I'm prepared to do that at any time. Just tell me the best time to do it.
Yeah, I'll give a heads up. And that'll be when I get ready to send the 75 out. I'm going to send an email to all those that are in the back office that are either blue or red with the information to go ahead and, activate that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Muntavo, this is David. Can I have a quick question?
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Uh, on launch, I know when it launches, is there an, I know we talked about some time back at the bread basket, but on launch, is there any going to be any other kind of help to help us out, or it doesn't really matter at this point?
So are you asking, will the bread basket help out people?
No, no. Will it, anytime soon, or we have to wait for the bread basket to be active?
Yeah, you're going to have to wait on the bread basket simply because it won't start receiving until people start going in,
Okay.
unless they go ahead and do something with these currencies, because that's what's in there.
Okay. Okay. Because I've got a little. Say, for instance, if someone has a little bit of a problem coming up with 175,
Yes.
there. Okay. Okay. I understand. Okay.
Alan, can you mute, please?
Hold on. Everybody hold on. Go ahead, Rhonda. Rhonda.
I didn't know it was me. Okay. One's a question and one's a comment. Muntavo, I know you're saying you're leaving, and I think that's wonderful. At the same, just so I can have clarification if people ask, you had said that you were running the back office for the first 30 days. And I assume that meant doing the withdrawals, etc. Or will there be somebody else in your place doing that so you can leave? That's one question I have.
That's already taken care of.
Perfect. Thank you. And the only other comment I'm going to make, it kind of tags on to Alan's, was I know this program is going to be made so if people listen and read, they'll understand. And I don't want to take responsibility for that in the chat, nor should Alan in his Telegram. And even now in the chat, I have to constantly say, scroll up and find things. People don't like to read. They don't like to look. They want the information to be put right in front of them. And so I'm just saying, for those that do admin groups and stuff, that would be a huge mistake. Number one, they would hear it from you and not the program. And number two, if you start to spoon feed at the beginning, you'll be spoon feeding forever. And so that's just the comment I wanted to make.
Yep, not a problem. Like I said, when I got the domains, and when I say domains, I'm saying with an S, they all belong to the same name. And each website is going to have something different on it. One's going to be a chat page where information, like you were talking about, information will stay positioned. So when you go to it, it'll have a window, a couple of them, of one window will be could be just the explanation on a recorded thing where you can just click on it whenever you want to see what's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But it's going to be on the website. Another window is going to be about, people that, send in testimony. It'll do a different name, a different location, that type of thing, just so people can see who's participating. Not by first name, last name. Oh, I'm going over his house and knock him over the head. It'll just say, like you, it'll say Rhonda, Texas. How many Rhondas are in Texas? A short blurb from you. Because everybody, like I said, remember I said, I'm going to need a testimony from everyone. You submit it, your name will come across, joined on what day, might be say your testimony. And on the right is going to be a chat room. On the right, just like this one's set up, there's a right panel on the right-hand side for chatting or talking. It'll be monitored by those who want to monitor it. There will be no question answering on it at all. That's what the center window is going to do. It's going to explain step 1 through 12 over and over and over. Click pause, write down, click play. You can watch it in your own time. You can see people joining. So you see this is a live program that's actually happening real time. When there's nobody joining, you won't see no names. It's not going to be a static, like I'm sure you've seen those where it says just join here, this one just joined. That's kind of like just to make you, oh, well, everybody's joining, let me go ahead and join. No, mine's going to be real. When people are joined, you'll see that someone joined. It'll have a time on it. It'll have a number of people from start date. From the day it starts, it'll start counting and showing everybody in the world how many people are participating in a promise to live. So there won't be no need for question. How long has it been around? This long. This is when it came in. How many people's in it? Oh, that many people? Is it too late to get in? No. Join now. It's going to be in every language that the network goes to. It's going to be international. So when I tell you there's a couple thousand people waiting, that's an understatement. The network goes into 33 million homes. 33 million homes. So, needless to say, we will not have a shortage of people coming to participate in this platform, this program, this opportunity, this blessing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, next question. 3 minutes, it'll be midnight.
My last one, the question is a comment. Many, many years ago, I was an admin, not a Facebook admin, but a program admin for a huge company of 4 websites. Last time I made a lot of money on site. And that very thing you brought up today, and it's funny, a few days ago, I was going to say that to you about the domains disappearing before we would add domains. And yeah, that was done on purpose. And people do that. That make you feel, competition.
I know they did it.
Yeah, that happened to us all the time. And then we had to start to buy every single one, .biz, whatever, every single one to make sure that they couldn't be bought up. So it's clearly done. I was thinking about that a few days ago. And it's okay because it will still work. It'll be fine. And but it was like, I just brought back that memory to me. I just wanted to share that. That's all.
Absolutely. People do things, if they're mad at you. And I really can't say that, but I'm looking at, they did give me the date that it was bought. And it wasn't long ago. It's only 3 months ago it was bought. Okay. 3 months ago, I was talking about being ready to launch. Remember? November? A little more than 3 months, but that's when it was bought. And I know somebody bought it that was listening to us.
Yes.
And then they put a price tag of $3,500 on it. They can have it. Ours is going to have 2 A's. It still works. All right. Any other questions? 1 more minute. It'll be midnight.
Muntavo, this is David again. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the reason I brought that up a while ago is because on the 12th, I'll have funds, 12th of March, and I don't want to get left behind.
You won't
So,
be.
okay, that's fine. Okay, I won't. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
You're
Good
welcome.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Anyone else?
Muntavo is Karen.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still going to have the adult crypto class this Saturday?
I didn't schedule it. I thought I did.
Oh, yeah, you did. I just wanted to make sure because of what you're saying with the 6 days. I mean,
Oh yeah. I mean, we're still going to do what's scheduled and what have you. The adult crypto classes, that's for your benefit. That has nothing to do with the program. Well, it does, but that's just for your education.
Oh, okay, good. Very excited about this.
Oh boy.
I can't sleep. I can't sleep now.
I can.
Oh yeah, I know you can. Well, you go get your sleep, and it's like what Alan was saying. You are one of the kind. I think you're a gift from God because in my years in my life, I never ran into anyone like you.
It's just dedication.
Yes.
Dedication is something that you'll get an opportunity to say when you lay down, I helped somebody. That's what it's all about. We're here to help each other. We got sidetracked when we got into all this other stuff. People started thinking certain ways, and we got sidetracked. See, I got stuck on a concept that the Creator is for everyone. And that statement is in the book that I've read, that I've lived, that I've watched, that I've carried around, that I got hit over the side of the head with. And in that book, it says, and it's a statement, it has nothing to do with anything but the statement. We are created in the image of God Himself. So that means that we got some big shoes to fill. And if you look at how, one of the most powerful movies I've watched, even though I know there's still, there's that thing about truth, but I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to say Passion of Christ. Okay. Passion of Christ. Go through all that and still at the very last moment, when a cold blade is shoved into the rib cage, that he's able to say, I love you. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. To have the fortitude to say, Father, don't hurt them, for they know not what they do. Those statements stuck because I got shoved in church just like everybody else. But certain things I carry on my chest every day that I wake up. And that's one of them. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Say that a couple times to yourself. And you'll see the gravity of the words. That's where I get it from. I try to be like what it said. You are created in the image of God himself. So you got some big shoes to fill. And I try to be just like him. Just like him. That's how I do.
Wow. Ooh, I can't follow that.
When people ask that question, that's why. Because I see no other but pure energy, pure love, without stipulations, that kind of thing. I love you if you do this, or no, he loved everybody, including the one that was shoving that blade, cold blade, arms pushed out where you can't even duck it. I still love you. You know how much it takes? How much it takes to say that? It's a lot. That's where it comes from. Watch that movie, y'all. Watch it one more time. Passion of Christ. One more time. Watch it. All right.
Well,
good? Everybody good?
yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right. Good morning.
Vibration.
Vibration.